L.O.T.S Prove Me the Don't Shoot the Message podcast. Que episode number 48. I'm the incomparable, the author imitated, but cannot be duplicated. The elected, the appointed, the one they keep taking their style from. All right, this is powered by L.O.T.S Approved Media. Once again, I go by the name of L.O.T.S Approved. And this is episode number 48. Listen, y'all, this is a countdown. Countdown to episode number 50. Yeah. Intro music, and no, I love it. Progression is called progression. That part. We got a lot to speak about this week. You heard? You guys see that I be coming on at different times. I apologize. What I need you guys to do is to make sure you guys are turning on your notification bells, all right? Don't be a ninja watcher. That's the person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher. That's just a hater. You definitely don't want to be one of these. That, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call a peeping Tom. Yeah, that part. Do me a favor, as soon as you come in the building, leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button. That's called wiping your feet on the rug. Same thing you do at your grandparents' house. Show respect when you in the house of the L.O.T.S Approved Media. Don't Shoot the Message, episode number 48. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know you're in the building, all right? As soon as you guys come in the building, leave a comment in that comment section. Yeah. Countdown to episode number 50. Y'all prepared, get prepared, man. We're going to have some new things coming up in the next following weeks. Like I said, some new visuals. All right, working on some things. I don't like to disclose what I'm working on because when you guys don't have it, it's kind of like a disappointment, right? I want to be able to give to you guys in a timely fashion. That part, all right? That part. L.O.T.S Approved Media, Don't Shoot the Message podcast, episode number 48. You guys, as soon as you guys come in the building, come into the building. Hit the like button as soon as you come into the building. Leave a comment in the comment section. All right? It's the incomparable, the author imitated, but cannot be duplicated. That's my intro music. Don't you love it? Now, I haven't been able to go live on my YouTube channel, but now we're back live on L.O.T.S Approved Media, so we're back. You know what happens? Sometimes you catch a strike out here, you heard? That part. All right, let's get off this intro music. Shout out to Paul Biz on the building. I see my brother from a different mother right there. Biz on the building, that part. Let's cut the intro music off like this, man. That part. All right, y'all. Let's go through some things, man. Speaking about Lizzo, you guys know about Lizzo. Never a dull moment with Lizzo. Lawsuits. We'll speak on that. I'm not even going to the details. YNW Melly trial. New trial set for October 9th. We'll speak about that. All right. Shout out to Biz on the building, bro, from different mother. Boosie goes to anger management. Boosie checked in the anger management. So it looks like Boosie had a moment of clarity and decided to get some help. Shout out to Boosie. We'll speak about that also. All right. Island Boys flyysoulja comes out as gay. Ooh. We'll speak about that too. All right, rest in peace to Island Boys. 1090 Jake responds to Kodak Black. 1090 Jake has been on Kodak Black ass, my Haitian brother. I don't like that. Y'all see the hat? No F's getting. I'm out of fucks. When y'all see me with these hats, zero. I'm out of it, you heard? All right. Adidas has revealed that Yeezy Days, Yeezy brand, he had Yeezy Day. Was responsible for a massive 85% of the quarterly operating profit. All right, so we're going to speak about Kanye West too. All right, let's go into this one right here. I want to speak about the YSL trial. You guys know, shout out to Thugger, shout out to the whole YSL. This case is an amazing case, to say the least. It's a state case, state RICO case. All right, Young Thug is still currently incarcerated. Brother Umfunk was released. Now Umfunk is back in the custody. He got locked up again. All right. I'm hearing all type of things about this YSL trial. They're speaking about chickens and voodoo and stuff like that. I don't know. All right. I'm a little lost right there, but I know everybody believes in voodoo, right? Not just Haitians. Americans believe in voodoo too. It's worldwide. But nonetheless, there's a co-founder that goes by the name of Mondo. All right. Mondo is a YSL co-founder. Now, throughout this whole YSL indictment, Mondo's name has been coming up throughout this whole indictment. Mondo was seen doing interviews. He did a couple interviews with a couple podcasters, that is, right? Now, Mondo, the question always was from Mondo was, why is Mondo not locked up? Once again, Mondo is a YSL co-founder, all right? And everybody in YSL got locked up except for this dude. And to my understanding, he's a significant part of the YSL movement. So it kind of left people scratching their heads as to why is Mondo still out here? There's no longer no need to speculate any longer. All right. It looks like Mondo just got picked up. Unfortunately, man. Hold on. Let me fix this mic right here. Make sure my mic sound nice. Pause. All right. So it looks like unfortunately, Mondo has been picked up by the state. And once again, this brings I don't know, it's gonna make the YSL case even more, it's gonna be even more interesting because they're bringing people in. This is a segue. We're gonna definitely go into the YNW Melly as well, since we're talking about RICOs and indictments, right? So once again, Mondo has been locked up, the YSL member, co-founding member, Young Thug, a partner of Young Thug. Like I said, Mondo did a lot of interviews, and to the point where he was kind of like defending himself as to why he wasn't locked up amongst the rest of the YSL members, seeing that he's a significant part of it. And like I told you, it left a lot of people scratching their heads, but we don't need to scratch our heads no longer, nor do we need to speculate. They actually have Mondo into custody, all right? And shout out to Mondo, man. Prayers with you. Once again, we don't want to see you brothers locked up, but once again, don't shoot the messenger. That part. All right. So listen, Mondo's in custody. So this is a segue to YNW Melly. I want to make sure everything's working right here, man. I hope everything is working right here. Wait one moment. Facts. Let me make sure everything is working properly here. Hold on. You guys know this is live, right? I'm my own technician. I do everything here. Everything that you guys see being done is being done. So when I'm checking the audio and everything, this is a part of it, all right? Once again, this is live. So I don't have a chance to edit anything if it sounds messed up. If the audio is off, I got to do that within real time because once again, this is live. I don't get to post-edit this, okay? So you guys don't mind me when I'm checking on the devices and making sure everything's sounding right for you guys. Once again, as soon as you come in the building, hit that like button no matter how many people's in the building. You guys know I'm coming on at different times. I do apologize. I came on at 9:30. The usual time for the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast is at 7 p.m. But once again, we go live. So you guys got to expect for different things. Time is subject to change. All right. Like I said, hit that like button as soon as you come in the building. Leave a comment in the comment section. We call that leaving a fingerprint. Let everybody know you're here. You guys do me a favor. Make sure you guys share this podcast. Let everybody know that we're here. Get everybody acclimated. I want everybody to enjoy this experience. Share this podcast. Hit the like button. Don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be casually watching. That's usually a pocket watcher. Y'all know a pocket watcher, right? That's a hater. And you guys don't want to be a peeping Tom. Y'all see what they do in the peeping Toms, right? That part. Don't get caught by little J. You're listen. Okay. Gunshots. All right. Everything sounds all right. Everything sounds like everything's working accordingly. Now let's go into this YNW Melly case. So you guys know YNW Melly. He got tried and the numbers are coming back different. The mother was saying that it was a 9-4 vote, a 9-3 vote. I think the mother said it was a 9-3 vote. But new reports are coming in that saying it was actually an 11-1 vote. All right. Nonetheless, YNW Melly's trial ended in a mistrial. So that's a good and that's a bad thing, right? No, I'm gonna say it's all the way a good thing. Now, when prayers out to YNW Melly, but it looks like he's gonna be tried once more. And Melly's seen in the courtroom. There's video cameras on with Melly saying that he's coming home. So Melly is under the impression that YNW Melly's under the impression that he will be home. And I think YNW Melly is coming home too. Like I said, the first trial ended in a mistrial. All right, some were saying that it was a 9-3, according to the mother, or 7-4. But in actuality, I'm hearing it was an 11-1. All right, being judged by 12. So YNW Melly looks like he may be coming home, and he's alluding to the fact that he's coming home. But you got to keep in mind, there's a co-defendant there that goes by the name of YNW Bortland, and it looks like they might Bortland. I don't want to persuade the case, nor do I want to say something that I don't want to put that in the universe. But it's looking like YNW Bortland may be facing more repercussions than YNW Melly. This is all speculative, right? I'm not a lawyer, nor am I qualified to give you that type of advice. But YNW Bortland doesn't look the least bit happy at this point. I'm seeing YNW Melly smiling throughout this whole process. Never, not once did I see his co-defendant, YNW Bortland, laugh. So it doesn't seem like he's entertained by this at all, right? They're fighting the same case, but they have two different lawyers. And like I said, they're painting the picture like basically remove all responsibility from Melly. They're removing all responsibility from Melly. And it's like YNW Bortland is left standing holding the bag, so to speak. All right. Shout out to both parties. Broward County judicial system is not no joke. Okay. But fortunate enough for the gentlemen, it's like they have some proper representation. Now I'm seeing YNW Melly's lawyers, but I haven't seen YNW Bortland's lawyers. That's serious. That's serious, man. Nonetheless, we pray that both these gentlemen are able to come home. Now, YNW Melly, his case was set for, I believe, the 3rd, in which his lawyer set it back for the 9th. All right, and that is October 9th. So we just came out of July, it's August now, September, October. That's about 2 months. YNW Melly has about 2 months. But nonetheless, he's in great spirits, man. I want to give a shout out to a lot of rappers. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button as soon as you come in the building. Make sure you guys are sharing this podcast. Like I told you, I come on at different times. I don't fault you guys for not being able to make it in with me. Shout out to Tasmania. Yeah. 7777. Shout out to the whole 7 Tyrone and them boys. Facts, though. What up, family? I like to see you in the building, Taz. That's what's up, my G. Yeah, that's what's up. I like to see you in the building, homie. You guys, make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you come in the building. That part. I like to see people come in the building. I do apologize, guys. I'm coming in at different times. Right now, we're speaking about YNW Melly, and we just spoke about another brother, Mondo, YSL Mondo, that recently got apprehended. All right, that's incarcerated, whatever you want to call it. These cases are going on. It's crazy right now in the climate of hip hop. The gangsterism is at its all-time high. You got cats getting locked up. You got video camera footage being leaked. Shout out to Drake, Hot Tep. Shout out to Tasha Aldo in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. That part. You guys, make sure you guys, as soon as you come in the building, hit that like button. Let me know that you're in the building. Make sure you guys are sharing this podcast. All right? Make sure you share this. I am the incomparable, the author imitator, but cannot be duplicated, all right? I'm the elected, the appointed street nigga, the L.O.T.S. You heard? I'm the one that they keep taking their style from. If you guys don't know, I got a lot of these bigger platforms all watching me. They do subscribe to me, right? So you guys remember, the things that we're doing here is not going unnoticed, all right? And I appreciate and I love everybody in attendance, no doubt. All right, and back to YSL. So once again, YNW Melly. YNW Melly court case has been pushed back to October 9th. All right, he's going to be tried one more time. And hopefully he gets it this time, because I don't know. Like I said, I've been through the judicial system, but I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an expert. You know, I thought the first time the mistrial would have ended in him being released, but that was obviously not the case. So hopefully after this next trial, you know what I'm saying, praying, YNW Melly will be released. All right. Shout out to Juan. How much for an interview? We'll speak about that. If you guys want to talk about getting interviews, hit me in my DM. You guys message me. I will be interviewing local artists. Like I said, you guys just make sure that your money's right. And I like that you said that, Juan. Shout out to Juan. Yeah, we definitely gonna interview, because let me tell you guys, there's a lot of local artists that want to be on this platform, okay? They want to get that L.O.T.S approved stamp, all right? And we're going to make that happen. I get approached by local artists a lot, and I don't want to neglect you guys. All the artists that have been on my platform, they're credible artists. All the artists that's been on my platform, They have albums out. They're creditable artists, right? I haven't had a chance to put any local artists on this platform, but they're asking. And I'm not going to neglect you guys. You know what I mean? You guys need a voice too, and I want to be the voice. I am the voice for the streets, all right? L.O.T.S approved. So shout out to all the local artists. And we'll speak about interviews. You guys, whatever want with that paid interview, we'll speak about that. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys DM me, all right? Make sure you guys DM me. Oh, no, Tosh, yes. We're going to go into that, all right? We definitely going to go into that, Miss Lizzo. So get it out. Let's get out of it. Let's go into Lizzo, right? But just ending off, just shout out to Mondo. Shout out to Mondo. Good luck on your case, but not even luck, but blessings on your case. Shout out to YNW Melly. I believe you coming home, homie. I believe YNW Melly is coming home. All right, and hopefully his partner. Don't forget, everybody's speaking about YNW Melly, but what we're forgetting is he has a co-defendant. His co-defendant goes by Bortland. All right, YNW Bortland. You know, a lot of times when it comes to high-profile cases, we forget about the co-defendants because we be more concerned about the big person, the bigger picture, which is YNW Melly. But don't forget, YNW Melly has a co-defendant. He goes by YNW Bortland. And if you guys have you guys been watching the trial, you see YNW Bortland has not been smiling throughout the whole trial. And they're saying they're trying to shovel all the dirt on his end. They don't have the same lawyers, keep in mind, all right? So nonetheless, shout out to both them boys, and we hope both of y'all come home, all right? On behalf of L.O.T.S approved media, all right? That part. Now, let's go into something a little bit lighter, All right, there's this infamous woman on the internet, heavy-set women. Shout out to all the heavy-set women. Love is love. Shout out to all the heavy-set women. This woman in particular, she seems like she's the representative for the heavy-set women. All right, let's go into this. This is what Tasha wants me to get into. Let me pull Tasha's comment up. All right, singer Lizzo being sued. It's crazy what she's being sued for. Facts, though. Shout out to everybody in the building. You guys reset the building. This is the L.O.T.S approved Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 48, countdown to episode number 50. I'm the incomparable, the art, the imitated, but cannot be duplicated. The one that's been elected, the appointed, the one they keep taking their style from, but I just keep giving it to them. All right? And this is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. Once again, this is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 48. Countdown to episode number 50. Hold on, man. Wait 1 second. You know, with that being said, you gotta have horns. You gotta have horns, you heard? You have to have horns for that. Shout out to us. Yo, listen, shout out to Juan. Yeah. Hold up. Well, shout out to Whistler in the building. Yo, big up to the family in the building. Juan said like a dominatrix. Yeah. Let's get into this Lizzo. Hold up. Let's get into Lizzo. Lizzo's currently being sued. Lizzo getting a little freaky out here. All right, Lizzo forces dancers to eat bananas from sex workers' vaginas during Amsterdam trip, results in a bombshell lawsuit. All right, so yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to MacArthur in the building. Shout out to the whole family in the building. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button soon as you come in the building. All right, make sure you guys are sharing this podcast. Make sure you guys, I want to get everybody acclimated. I do apologize for going on at different times, y'all. You know what I mean? But remember, this is a live podcast, so I post edit. I do everything here once again. So when you guys see little glitches in the podcast, show me love. If I come on late or I come on early, show me love. You know what I mean? This is all live. This is not edited. Whatever you guys is what you guys get. All right? Looks like we freezing a little bit. That's funny. All right. Shout out to everybody once again. All right. Lizzo is under a lawsuit. Hold up. Let me speak about this Lizzo. Let me tell you something about Lizzo. Lizzo, I don't think you represent the heaviest set women properly. Women, you guys have elected the wrong leader. All right? Now, they're saying that Lizzo, she has a lawsuit, right? She forced her dancers to eat bananas from sex workers' vaginas during Amsterdam trip. So they was on their trip to Amsterdam. They balled and they flew out. You know the city, Amsterdam, where they got toots inside the windows. And this is where the place where marijuana was legal first, all right, Amsterdam. All right, so now they're saying that she forced her sex workers to eat bananas from the vaginas during Amsterdam trip. Well, I'll be damned. Now, I'm not judging Lizzo. It's not the point. It's just Lizzo. She regards a lot of she garnishes a lot of attention. She kind of forces the attention, right? Lizzo always paints the picture like she's shunned by society. She seems so innocent at times. And then you have things like this. Now, this is nothing big to speak about. You know what I'm saying? Whatever fetishes she has. Shout out to my dog. We said dog said that's a dominatrix. She might have a thing, all right? But when it comes to the sex department, looking sexy and being provocative, Lizzo, there's some correlation there with Lizzo. I don't know where Lizzo's going with this, right? Lizzo wants to be compared to slim women. She wants to get Lizzo. Let me be careful with this, because shout out to all my big women. I got love for y'all. Shout out to the slim, shout out to the tall, shout out to the short. This is not a biased platform. I love everybody. I love women. All right, period. There's some big women that are sexy too. All right. Now, with that being said, Lizzo, she seems like she has a low self-esteem or a false sense of confidence. It looks like Lizzo has a false sense of confidence, right? Because she's always questioning society. She's always looking for society's sympathy, right? For her size. She's always looking for support, as if like there's a void that needs to be filled there. All right. I don't want to go deep into her psyche. I don't want to psychoanalyze her, but it does take a slight bit of psychoanalyzation, right? So now you have things like this. You have Lizzo forcing workers to eat bananas out of. I don't want to keep repeating that, right? But it sounds a little bit awkward, you know. And I just want to say I'm watching Lizzo, because Lizzo's kind of she's kind of hard to pinpoint, right? Because she's on this campaign, this crusade for women's rights, and not necessarily just women equality. She's on a crusade for women's equality. But things like this give her a black eye. Things like this undermine her objective. Her objective is for women's equality, right? She wants women that are heavier set to be looked in the same regard as other women, especially as opportunities. That's honorable. That's understandable, right? But then there's things like this, forcing your dancers to eat bananas out of. What is that? Where they do that at? I don't know. So I guess as time progresses, this is going to be interesting, because I'm pretty sure the employees, the dancers, they're going to speak. I'm pretty sure the dancers have been holding this down for a minute, right? So I'm pretty sure they're going to get interviewed subsequently, because you know how the internet streets are. It's going to equal the views. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. All right. That's enough about Lizzo. All right. Let's go into 1090 Jake. All right, you guys. This is a white boy that goes by the name of 1090 Jake. 1090 Jake is the one that be getting people's paperwork. 1090 Jake gets all the snitches' paperwork. All right. He's a white boy. He's from Boston. He has a very heavy accent, Italian accent, it looks like. 1090 Jake lives in Tampa, Florida. All right, so he came in via Boston. Now, 1090 Jake is supposedly a blood. He claimed blood. All right. He's the one that exposes all the rappers. 1090 Jake, he goes through, he does the logistics. He searches for rappers' paperwork. He's able to find paperwork on rappers, do extensive research, and go beyond the means of what the average person would go to retrieve this information. But he got it. And 1090 Jake is the most accurate person in this department when it comes to getting rappers paperwork. All right, paperwork party. So if you snitching out here, this man is able to get that paperwork, access it like as if a lawyer would get access to that information. All right. Now, as of lately, 1090 Jake has been going back and forth with Kodak Black. Shot to Kodak Black, Zo life or no life, Zo shit, no whole shit. That part. All right. 1090 Jake, he has a horse in this race. So Kodak Black just recently did a song with 6ix9ine, all right, in which he got paid M's to do the song with 6ix9ine. Now, obviously, that was met with a lot of backlash, controversial, a lot of backlash was behind that, right? Some people feel like they don't care that he did the right thing for his family. Some people are contrary to that, and they feel like he broke the code. Nonetheless, 1090 Jake has chimed in. Now, he chimed in. Now, 1090 Jake chiming in, it's not genuine because, of course, it looks like he has some correlation with the game, all right? And that's the 9 Trey. I forgot what set he is. We ain't gonna claim out the sets. I know the sets out here, but it's L.O.T.S. We ain't snitching on the streets, but we the leaders of the streets, all right? You guys do your research at home. But nonetheless, he has something to do with this game. Not to say that that's his game. I'm not saying he comes out of that chapter, what have you, but he identifies with those 9 Trey members. So I guess he feels like he's compelled to speak on their behalf now, in which he goes off on Kodak. Now, him and Kodak is going back and forth, all right? His thing is about Kodak. You working with a known informant that put members away. Kodak is saying that 1090 Jake is actually a snitch also. Now, I've never seen nobody. That's a good question, right? It's a good topic. Because 1090 Jake is able to get information that most people are not privy to, in the manner that he's getting the information and releasing the information. It sometimes make you think. But that's not even where I'm going with it, all right? Not even so much about the Kodak Black and 1090 Jake, whether 1090 Jake is right or wrong. My thing is, I don't know about, okay, I got to keep it I got to keep it real. This is not a biased platform, but I got to speak about culture vultures, right? And it's not to say that he's extremely a culture vulture, but 1090 Jake is speaking about black people, right? He's getting paperwork on black people. I've seen he's done a couple of Caucasians, a couple white people's done on, but for the most part, he's mostly just exposing black people. And he's a white gang member. I don't know about white gang members, y'all. How do you guys feel about white gang members in black gangs? Sometimes you have to take in the fact that there is going to be a hidden agenda. It's inevitable. It's unavoidable. It's instinctual. When you have white and black, you got to remember the first rule of the first instinct, cardinal rule, is preservation of yourself, to preserve yourself. All right, so that's the first human instinct, is to preserve yourself. It is survival of the fittest. Hello, this is survival of the fittest. So when you talk about a white man in the black gang, I'm not sure if that white man would be 100% in the black gang's interest for the black culture, right? Because these gangs are to uphold black people at the end of the day, right? These are black, Bloods and Crips are black. These are black-oriented gangs. So their main objective should be to assist black people, right? So now you have a white man that's tearing down black people. I think that we should tear down our own people, not necessarily saying that we're going to tear down, meaning if we are going to condemn or give life to any celebritized person or any person in the black community, that should be our responsibility. They shouldn't have a white man tearing down, targeting black people in our community, right? We already got other situations that do that, and I'm not gonna go into that, right? But I don't know if you guys are understanding, but white niggas in black gangs is not gonna work because there's an ulterior motive there. You can't tell me that they're genuinely 100% are in the best interest of that black person, right? And we should be the ones that are governing our own people. Black people should be governing black people. We shouldn't always be looking for outside cultures to govern us. I always say this in the black community, even with the whole police thing. When we're in the black community, we shouldn't wait for a police officer to come govern our community. If you see some niggas tripping on the block, if you see some kids tripping on the block causing chaos, if it's not warranted, we shouldn't have to have police come into our community and govern our community. I think sometimes we can do a better job before it even gets to that point. Not to say, of course, sometimes police have to be involved because sometimes it's bigger than us, right? But a lot of situations that transpire in the black community, the neighbors could have mediated it, right? The neighbors could have contained that if we had the proper tools, right? The proper teachings. But we, as black people, we got to govern our community and don't always wait for the officers to come govern our community. We, as black people, we need to govern our celebrities. Don't let the white media destroy, condemn our black leaders. We shouldn't always let outside nations govern our community, tear down our leaders. Once again, we as black people, we need to govern our leaders. We'll do a better job at it. If we're gonna hold our leaders accountable, let it be the black people that's holding our leaders accountable. So once again, I don't approve of 1090 Jake with all his methods. Now, the paperwork is the paperwork. If you snitching out here, you snitching out here. But I don't agree with 1090 Jake being elected to expose. Like, you see I'm elected to talk for the streets? It seems like somebody elected 1090 Jake to expose black people. And I don't condone that. I'm not for that. We're gonna condemn, we're gonna give life. We're gonna be the ones that judge and govern our community. We're not gonna let white people outside of our community, govern our community, right? And that's what I want to see more in our community. Let's not wait for police to come to our community to stop the fighting. Some of that fighting ain't necessary. Some fighting is necessary. I'm not telling you be no superhero. I'm not telling you to involve yourself in things that you need not involve yourself in. But some of the things that happen in the black community, we could have been the ones to mediate that, to diffuse it. And that's what we need to do. We need to take the time out to diffuse the things in our community, right? Guess what? If we do that, it's going to be less people getting arrested. It's going to be less violence. Things are going to least likely to escalate. Right? So what does that in turn? That means less felons in our community, right? Because at the end of the day, when these things transpire, these kids go to jail, they lose time, they lose their family, and all types of things that happens in the process of going to jail in the black community. And you get these felonies and you can't even get a job when you come out. And that was the main thing what I was trying to say, right? So let's govern our community. Let's stop letting other nations govern the black community. I think we can do a little bit more better. And it starts on the ground level. It starts in the neighborhood. So when you guys are in your neighborhoods, you know what I mean? If you guys can have a chance, if you guys get a chance to stick your head in some situations, if you're respected in your neighborhood like I am, if you're respected in your hood like I am, make sure that sometimes you got to intervene. All right. And let's try to de-escalate some of these situations. All right, let's try to diffuse some of these situations in our community and don't wait for the police to come do it. Because when the police come to do it, it's too late. All right. Now, moving right along. Listen, let's reset the room. This is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 48. All right, we on our way. Countdown to episode number 50. I'm the incomparable, the author imitated, but cannot be duplicated. The one they took their style from, the elected, the appointed. I keep making it, they keep taking it. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 48. This is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. That part. Now, let's go. Let's run through it. Let's run through it, y'all. Let's run through it. Boosie. Boosie, Boo. Shout out to Boosie, Boo. Shout out to Baton Rouge, Boosie. Boosie badass. Yo, listen. They say that I'm crazy. Yeah, you might be crazy. All right, y'all. It seems like Boosie has checked into anger management. Hold up, man. Wait 1 second, man. We got to clap it up for Boosie. Let's clap it up for Boosie. Tapping in. Shout out to Young Don in the building. Young Don tapping in from Mexico. Mafia. Shout out to my dog. Young Don, what's happening, boy? Tapping in from Mexico. Stay safe out there, champ. Stay safe. Shout out to Planet, goddammit. Shout out to MacArthur Gordon. That part. I see you, Young Don. I see you. Mexico, be safe out there, brother. Enjoy all the tequila, you heard? For real. All right. Let's go into Boosie. Like I said, Boosie went to anger management, and let's clap it up for Boosie. Facts, so we got to clap it up for Boosie, all right? Boosie has checked into anger management, all right? And according to Boosie, he says his expectation for people are too high. Now, you guys see what happens when you have high expectations for people? Those are the things that really anger you in life. Now, for once, I agree with Boosie right now. I agree with Boosie. Boosie checked into anger management. All right, he has a short temper. He has anger issues, and maybe that's the reason why he's so vocal on the internet. Because, like I said, Boosie has become the biggest clout chaser on the internet thus far. Even though he's one of the biggest characters on the internet, he's one of the biggest clout chasers. All right. Nonetheless, he checked into anger management. He said it's his expectations for people. That's what triggers his anger. Let's talk about it. Let's unpack that. Listen, man, I've had a lot of expectations for people. And my expectation, that's what leads to me getting into confrontation. Thinking that somebody's solid when they're really not. Thinking somebody is competent when they're really not competent. The things that you expect for people. Sometimes you think people are honorable when they're really not honorable. It's your expectations for people. Having high expectations. So I agree with Bootsy. That's what's going to lead to the arguments. Because you're holding somebody accountable thinking that these people are the most honorable or trustworthy, and you deem them to be intelligent. So when they fall below that bar of intelligence, when they don't meet that bar, sometimes it makes you angry because you think that they're doing on purpose. Sometimes I'll be seeing somebody might be doing something ignorant, and I would deem them to be, for some reason, I'll be thinking everybody is somewhat intelligent. But apparently everybody's not intelligent. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves why I get into arguments. Sometimes I argue with people that I have no business arguing with. Planet would tell you that. Planet, goddamn it, my partner in crime. But sometimes I argue with people that I have no business arguing with because my expectation is high. Sometimes I be thinking people solid like me. Sometimes I think people solid like me. Shout out to Check Boy Zoe in the building, that part. You guys, make sure you guys support Check Boy Zoe music. And I see you, champ. I see you with that Bobby Smurder, champ. Yeah, I like that. I like that the collaboration that you're doing. Shout out to Hard Times. Shout out to Ya Ball. That part. My boy Check Boy Zoe. You guys, make sure you guys go check out Check Boy Zoe music on YouTube. All right? Miami up and coming artist. Remember I told you. Zoe life or no life. Remember I coupé tête boulé. Listen. Remember I told you. This kid, he got something. All right? He just did something with Bobby Smurder. They just gave a little snippet of it. It didn't drop all the way. You guys got to give it time, but they will release it, man. Shout out to Bobby Smurder. I love to see him in the building. Shout out to Bobby Smurder. I love to see him when he in Florida. You know, he damn near Florida resident too. Damn near. You heard? Check Boy Zoe. Nah, man. Love all day. Dumb love, G. You already know. All right. Now, let's get back to it. Bada bing, bada bang. All right, so Boosie checked in. So Boosie checked into anger management. Let's get back to it. So like I said, you guys, high expectations for people. Sometimes you expect people to be solid, they don't be solid. And then you're ready to go punch them in their mouth. You know, you're ready to go hit them, bust them over the head. Facts though. You know what I mean? But you had high expectations for people. Sometimes you think that people are honorable when they actually not honorable. It's the expectations. And when people fall short of the expectations, you get anger. Now, imagine this. Imagine you didn't have so much high expectations for people. Imagine how much time that would save you, how much energy that would save you, right? Because if you could look at somebody and tell them this person's not trustworthy or this person is not intelligent, you wouldn't be arguing with nobody, right? You would kind of look at them skeptical, but you wouldn't converse with them so much. You wouldn't rebuttal what they're saying because you wouldn't deem them to be competent. Why would you argue with somebody that's incompetent? That makes you look retarded. And sometimes I be thinking I'm retarded because how am I arguing with a retarded person if I could deem him to be retarded? If I'm intelligent enough to see that this person's retarded, why am I arguing with them? That's one of my pet peeves, all right? So once again, I agree with Bootsy. It's your high expectations, right? It's that kid that, the kid that, man, I don't even want to go into that, man. Even kids have high expectations for their parents. All right, when you thinking that your pops is gonna come see you and daddy don't come see you because you had high expectations. Daddy's your hero. You thinking daddy's like that, right? So it's those letdowns start psychologically fucking with you. Every time your father say he was gonna come see you, a single parent home, and your daddy didn't come see you, he fell short of your expectations. It had a psychological effect. So this is big with what Boosie's talking about, high expectations. The high expectations be the biggest letdowns. And that might lead to depression. Those might be the tools of depression, right? High expectations. So like I said, I think Boosie is 1,000,000% right. And I think we all need to apply that sometimes and stop having so much high expectations for people. Give people room to fall short, right? Everybody's not perfect. Everybody's not intelligent. Everybody's not competent. Everybody's not loyal. Everybody doesn't have pride. Everybody got an ego, but don't everybody have pride? Some people have no face. Some people are not easily embarrassed. They don't have no face. They don't got no figgy. Your pocket figgy. You can't dirty their face, right? So the things that they do, you have high. You never thought they would do it because you had high expectations, but in actuality, that person did not have high expectations for themselves. All right. So nonetheless, shout out to Boosie. And Boosie, I agree with you. High expectations do lead to arguments. That do lead to you getting angry and getting into fights. The expectations that you have for people. All right. So let's move along. That's a little bit too long on Boosie. Because we were speaking about Boosie all the time. Last week I spoke about Boosie. All right. Let's speak about this. Island Boys. You guys know I rest in peace to the Island Boys, okay? Cardi B was not even charged. Yeah. Shout out to Cardi B. Cardi B, yeah, we can speak about that too. Cardi B throwing that microphone in the crowd. Y'all know, listen, you guys know Cardi B is a gangster, right? Let's just make this clear. Cardi B is a gangster, all right? So Cardi B was seen on stage throwing a microphone at a so-called fan, but it can't be a fan because the person was seen throwing water on Cardi B. The person threw water while Cardi B was performing on stage. Me, myself, I hate to see that. First of all, here, L.O.T.S approved me that we rock with Cardi B. If you guys know me, I'm a big fan of Cardi B, nonetheless, because I just like the way she just keeps it gangster. And Cardi B seems like she's a super genuine person. And what I like about her, she's transparent. And Cardi B seems like she's not, she doesn't have that inflated ego. Cardi B can laugh at herself. Listen, you see people that laugh at themselves? I love those type of people. Let me tell you something. You could be the most confident person in the world with the most accolades, the greatest accomplishments, right? And then you start getting the God complex, the holier than thou complex. Me, myself, I love people that are able to laugh at themselves. No matter how successful you are, no matter how much people bow to you. See that ego, your pride will make you feel like you can't catch one. I would say impenetrable, but pause on that, right? But sometimes our ego make us feel like we're bulletproof. And then we develop a God complex. So I have affinity for people that like to make fun of themselves, people that are rich, people that are well accomplished, and they still could go in the mirror and laugh at themselves, right? Because when you laugh at yourself, it's good for your sanity. Laughing at yourself is very good for your sanity. Never take life too serious, all right? There's a lot of Buddhist teachings about that, all right? Not taking life too serious. All right, so shout out to the party. Wait 1 second. All right, so Cardi B threw the microphone at the girl in the crowd. So now, you guys know when these celebrities, when they throwing stuff at people that be throwing stuff at celebrities, they be looking for a lawsuit. That's the biggest thing. That's why a lot of celebrities be scared to put their hands on the average civilian. A lot of people be trolling. So what they do is they'll throw something at celebrity, they'll say something to antagonize them, hoping that the celebrity retaliates, right? And boom, when you bust their head, they go for their lawsuit. So that was my only concern during the Cardi B situation. When I seen Cardi B on stage, I seen she got riled up. The person, we seen it broad day, you know what I mean? It was clear shot. The person had a cup of water in their hand and they flung the water on Cardi B, right? Now, apparently that was a woman in which Cardi B defended herself nonetheless. She did the most naturalist thing. Cardi B took that microphone and slung the microphone at the person, at the girl. Now, Cardi B looked like she threw that microphone like Dan Marino. You know what I mean? She should have played for the Dolphins. Nice throw, nice baseball throw. Like she could have played for baseball. Facts, professional. She flung the mic, right? Now the person, apparently she hit the wrong person. Apparently, Cardi B hit the wrong person. And, you know, that was probably the biggest concern when you're doing something like that. I know she was scared for something like that to happen because she flung the microphone, and I guess the person was real smooth, and the person dipped out the way. So the person just jumping out the way, there was a fan behind that person in which the microphone hit the person, right? So from there forward, I didn't see nothing, no update up until today. So what I was thinking is, that person's probably going to sue Cardi B because subsequently she got hit in the process and she had nothing to do with it. But thank God, by the grace of Most High, Cardi B is not going to be sued. All right? So shout out to Cardi B for defending herself. And I just hated that celebrities are always the easy targets to get sued. They need to make laws against that. Celebrities shouldn't be so easily targeted, right? So easily sued. And they need to make laws against paparazzi with celebrities too. Because I don't believe that just because you're a celebrity, you have to give your life away to the world, meaning the public, meaning you have to disclose your life to everyone. And it seems like they lose their rights as an American, right? We all have rights. You know what I'm saying? Respect our space. We got to live on this planet, so we all got to respect each other's spaces. But it seems like celebrities' privacies are constantly being invaded. People invade the lives of celebrities, and I know that's not fair because celebrities are really prisoners to their own lives. I'm gonna be real with you; they're just prisoners to their own lives. All right. So shout out to Cardi B, and like I said, Cardi B, she's an athlete. I love the way she slung that. Pause. And shout out to Cardi B with Offset. This is another thing. So shout out to Tosh, man, because this is a segue. That Cardi B and Offset new single, it had like 9.4 million views when I looked yesterday. All right. And the video's only been out for 6 days. So Cardi B and Offset have a new single out. Guys, hold up, man. Hold on. We gotta give horns. We gotta give horns for that. You know what I mean? We gotta give horns for that. Listen. This is not going unnoticed here on L.O.T.S approved media. Don't shoot the messenger. This is not going unnoticed. These are some big things happening, man. I want to give a shout out to Cardi B and Offset, man. I just want to give a shout out to them. And a shout out to the Jay-Z's too. All right, and hopefully Moneybagg Yo and Ari go on that list too. I like to see the way hip-hop is going right now. I love the way the couples are going in hip-hop. Pause. I like the way Offset and Cardi B are working together. Offset and Cardi B are a great example of husband and wife bringing two brands together. Husband and wife bringing their two brands together. It's not really seen in hip-hop like that. In hip-hop is still new, you guys. So you guys, I don't want you guys to overlook all the great things that are happening in hip-hop. So now you have these celebrity couples now, the Jay-Z's and Beyonce's, where you got Offset and Cardi B now. With that being said, Offset and Cardi B, they have a new single. Now, you guys know they're always all over the internet in reference to their relationship. Offset allegedly cheating, right? And you know, we nosy, we in their business, but they open their business to the world. Who was speaking about before, right? The song is nice. Shout out to Offset and Cardi B. That song is dope. I love it. I love to see couples working together. Sometimes I wonder who makes more money. I think Cardi B makes more money than Offset. For some reason, I feel that. Have I did a fact check? No. But I feel that Cardi B makes more money than Offset. But nonetheless, I love the way they're able to work together. So shout out to Cardi B and shout out to Offset. All right. Big money. They're making a lot of money. Shout out to the kids too. And it's just hip-hop excellence, man. I don't want to stay too long on that, but that's hip-hop excellence, all right? So, yeah, it looks like Cardi B is not going to be sued. Cardi B ain't getting sued. I seen something came up on internet today, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, everything has been dropped. So shout out to Cardi B. And for protecting them, shout out to Cardi B and Offset on their new venture. And hopefully, I think they're dropping a whole project. And we're going to support that project too. Couples in hip-hop. They need to make couples in hip-hop like, yeah, we need to see more. Make that trending. I want to see more couples in hip hop, people getting married. more couples in hip hop and staying together and building. I want to see that. Let's make hip hop. They say let's make America great again. Now let's make hip hop great again. Let's bring back the family to hip hop. Hip hop started off in the streets, family oriented, uplifting black people. Let's try to get hip hop back to that point. So I like the way hip hop, we getting married in hip hop now. You got Jay-Z's and Beyonce's. You got Offsets and Cardi B's. Okay, let's have more of this in hip hop, and let's implement the family structure back into hip hop. Hip hop is still a beautiful culture. No matter how much hip hop is exploited. Let me drink some water. I feel like my lips are ashy. Hip hop is being exploited. Shout out to Philip Beanie, killer ill in the building. Real talk, my G. That part. Shout out to my killer in the building. My Gaza family. Big up to my Bunny family, my Gaza family. You know what it is. Killer. All right. Facts though, we need to implement, we need to bring back the family into hip hop. Hip hop's being exploited now. You know, we got drill music, shout out to drill music, you know what I'm saying? We got this undergoing with women exploiting the sex, exploiting their bodies in hip hop. But it's women's time now, so I'm not gonna condemn women. It's a sexual revolution. Hopefully women will be able to get empowered by the sexual revolution and eventually take this to a better place, because women, we can't just keep talking about sex and tricking on niggas and getting in niggas' pockets, right? I know you like to point us men, but every rapper was not just a drug dealer gangster. We had common sense. We had different type of rappers. Women, you need to get some different representation of women. We need some different representation other than a woman tricking and getting money out of men and selling herself, right? We're talking about art form wise, lyrically. Right? Not literally, lyrically in their music, displaying that in their music. And like I said, us as men, we have drug dealer representation and stuff like that, but we've always had equal balance of at least some conscious rappers. We had backpack rappers. We have different forms of rappers in hip hop. And I think women need that too. So we need to clean up hip hop a little bit, because hip hop is being exploited at this point. We have to bring it back to family. You know what I mean? We got to redeem hip hop. But nonetheless, shout out to everybody, because it's not about condemning everybody. It's not about condemning drill music. It's not about condemning women that are selling that selling that sex talk, provocative talk. It's not about condemning them. It's about establishing a balance here. Let's balance out hip hop, all right? Let's balance it out. Yeah. It's new generation. Yeah, you're right, Killer. Killer, you're right. It is the new generation, right? But at one point, we were the new generation. At one point, we were the new generation, and they used to condemn us at one point. So I don't want to turn into my uncles and the elders when we were younger, and start picking on the younger generation. I don't want to do that, but there's validity to what you're saying. The younger generation is a little bit, they don't have no structure. The younger generation don't have a voice other than just chaos, right? The reflection of reality, the younger generation doesn't have an agenda. They don't have a political agenda. They don't have a culture agenda. The younger generation doesn't have an ulterior motive. They're not guiding the culture. They're just letting hip hop just do what it do. And I see that. But I'm not condemning the younger generation either. Like I said, let's just bring a balance to it. Let's bring a balance to hip hop. Let's bring more couples in hip hop. Let's see more people get married in hip hop. Women, I want to see some women conscious rappers, some business women, just different forms of the art. All right, it being expressed different ways. So the younger girls now, what's happening now? The younger girls need role models too, right? They need representations of different type of rap, women rap. The younger women coming up, they shouldn't be forced to have to sound like Cardi B. Nonetheless, shout out to Cardi B. And I want to talk about Cardi B too, because I love Cardi B, man. I love her as an artist, and I love her as a person too. And I don't know her, but just her personality is dope. All right. Yeah, we need that. We need more representation for the women artists. So the younger girls, the younger princesses, they have something to look up to that's different. They just don't have one choice. Give them more than one choice, right? Let them have more than one hero. There shouldn't just be one hero. I've never seen a comic book that was fun with just one hero. Imagine the movie X-Men was made and they only had one hero or one type of hero. What made the movie X-Men so great? They had different forms of superheroes. Rappers are kind of like superheroes, but don't get it twisted. But they're kind of like superheroes. Not to say that they're perfect, but in the sense of that's how we look at them. They're very entertaining. They seem bigger than life at times. All right, so they motivate the younger generation. So give the younger girls more different representation of rap. All right, and let's keep that marriage going on in hip hop, and let's redeem hip hop a little bit because it's our culture. Hip hop is our culture. Liberty Twitcher, isn't Cardi B a role model? That's a good question. Of course, Cardi B's a role model. Hell yeah, Cardi B's coming from the gutter of the Bronx. Cardi B is out of the Bronx, New York. That's one of the hardest boroughs in New York City. Cardi B is I consider her a brown sister. She's Dominican and black. So of course, you know, the odds are against you just for her race. She came from being a stripper. The stripper lifestyle, I'm gonna keep it gangster. I've dated a lot of strippers. I'm from Miami. You know what I mean? I've dated a lot of strippers, and their lifestyle is not easy. Stripper lifestyle is not easy. So is Cardi B a role model? Yeah, Cardi B's a role model because I'm pretty sure there's millions of women that could identify with Cardi B, that can identify with her story. And we as human beings, we all can identify, no matter what's your gender, with struggling. So yeah, Cardi B is definitely a role model. Oh, hell yeah. And with that being said, Cardi B is looking like the #1 woman rapper right now. Like, Nicki Minaj is overall the most talented, best woman rapper. But I'm going to say this, Cardi B has had the hardest verses this year for any women. And maybe even last year. Cardi B, I don't know. I don't think Cardi B writes her music. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not even concerned about that. Whoever's writing Cardi B's music, that music that Cardi B, those verses that Cardi B be having, those are the top women verses. Cardi B verses be fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cardi B verses be fire. I be in the car. She said, I've been on them hoes' neck so long, my foot gets stuck. Cardi B, she said, I don't know who my op is. I had to look her up. Cardi B be saying some fire, brother. Some fire, man. Shout out to Cardi B, man. Yeah, that part. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Make sure you guys, when you come in the building, hit that like button. All right? Hitting the like button, we call that wipe your feet on the rug. Same thing you do at your grandparents' house. You know, when you walk in your grandparents, your grandmama, and your granddaddy house, what you do? You wipe your feet on the rug. What you gonna do? If you don't wipe your feet on the rug, that's some disrespectful, right? Show the same respect here. I know everybody here got respect. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you guys are smashing the subscription button too. All right. Make sure you guys are going on my YouTube channel, L.O.T.S Approved Media, and we have the Don't Shoot the Messenger channel. Subscribe to both channels. So there's going to be different content I'm going to be putting up on both channels. Make sure you guys are turning your notification bells on. Make sure you guys have your notification bells on. All right. So you see, I've been going on at different times. This is live, guys. This is live. Ashy lips. Whatever you see, this is live. If you see I have audio issues, it's because I'm going live. You know what that means? That means there's no chance to prepare for certain things. Sometimes I might have audio issues because I'm going live. So pardon me, right? Pardon me. But have mercy for me. You heard? We live, baby. Shout out to Cardi B, man. And nonetheless, yeah, shout out to Cardi B. I want to speak about something a little bit more serious. All right. I want to speak about Adidas. All right, y'all. This has to do with Adidas, Kanye West. Okay. Now, you guys know after the whole thing with Kanye West, shout out to Kyrie Irving's new deal with Anta. Kyrie Irving has a new sneaker deal. All right, a venture. All right. It looks like he's going to be getting more money, retain more ownership. That part. That's what we need. All right? I spoke about that on one of the prior podcasts. I think 2 podcasts prior to this. You guys check out my other podcasts, and you know, a lot of things be in correlation with what I'm speaking about, and they elaborate more in other podcasts, okay? Like I said, subscribe to the channel, hit your notification, turn your notification bells on, hit the like button, all right? Share this. You guys make sure you guys are sharing this, whatever you're at. We're streaming on YouTube, we're streaming on Twitch, and we're streaming on Facebook. I need everybody that's in this building, make sure you guys are sharing this content. I want to get everybody acclimated. Turn notification bells on, because like I said, I go on anytime. You never know what's going to happen. But I've been going on consistently. I've been going on consistently every week. I haven't missed a beat every week. We go live. Remember, this is not pre-recorded. So even if I have an emergency, I'm still able to go live. Even when I'm feeling sick, I go live. You guys got to show me love for that. I go live. I'm consistent. You guys can count on me. I'm the one you can count on, the elected, the appointed. I'm for the streets. I'm elected by the streets. So, of course, I'm the man with the job. I'm going to be here every time. So you guys pick the right person. Incomparable, often imitated. You know, Jordan Tower stealing my content. You know, other content creators stealing my content. You know, there's some big platforms. You guys know there's some big platforms that follow me. We don't have as much subscribers, obviously. What I got, 1,800 subscribers? And I got big platforms following me. So you guys just know they're paying attention. So you guys make sure you guys are paying attention. All right? Shout out to Beanie. What Beanie saying right here? Beanie said, Gaza Nation, don't it? Clocks, everybody gets a pair. That part. Gaza Nation. Shout out to my Gaza. You heard? I got to pull up on them Monday. You know what I mean? Those my people out there, the Bunnies crew. You heard? We the Bunnies crew. That part. All right. Shout out to MacArthur. He said, without Ye, I will no longer rock Adidas. My nigga. How Denzel Washington said? My nigga. Listen, brother. I don't no longer support Adidas, no longer neither. I'm only supporting Adidas when it's associated with Kanye West until now. Up until Adidas is able to redeem themselves, whether they contractually sign with somebody else, but Adidas has to redeem themselves in my eyes. The company Adidas has to redeem themselves in my eyes for me to feel comfortable and confident in purchasing their merch, their items. I have to feel confident that they're non-biased. I have to feel confident that they're in support of our community, the Black community. All right? Nonetheless, still shout out to Adidas still, because their hand was kind of forced, right? But I agree with Gordon. I'm not supporting Adidas until they redeem themselves. And they partially did, but not necessarily. Subsequently, they had to work with Kanye, right? So like I said, Kanye had an inventory, guys. Kanye had a remaining inventory with Adidas that was worth, I believe, $500 million. Dead stock. They were just stuck with the inventory, right? That's after they agreed to no longer sell Kanye Adidas products, especially remove his name from the products. They lost a lot of money behind Kanye West. All right. Now I'm gonna go into this. So basically, Adidas had about $500,000 in stock in inventory left from Kanye and their Kanye West Yeezy venture, right? So they didn't know what to do with it. Now, financially, Adidas was in trouble. You guys gotta know they lost billions behind Kanye West. Not just initially, but potentially. I'm pretty sure contractually, they kind of how you say, there was some breaches. They breached a couple of those contracts that they had. You know, a lot of people invest in companies because these companies are able to convince them that they're going to make a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time. If I tell you that you working with me, you potentially can make a certain amount of M's, that's going to prompt you to want to sign up with me. That's going to prompt you to want to do a venture with me because you know the trajectory, what potentially I'm projected to make. So Kanye and Adidas was projected to make billions. That's why Kanye, he was a billionaire, he was in the billions, and he so easily dropped down to beneath $1 billion, in which now he's not a billionaire no longer. Or maybe he is again, because they just made some money. He just made some money with Adidas with the remaining stock that he has with Adidas, right? But nonetheless, Adidas was projected to make a lot of money, so I'm pretty sure Adidas fell short of contractual agreements, obligations with other companies. So what I'm trying to say is, what I'm alluding to is, Adidas' hand was forced Adidas, the brand hand was forced when they let go of Kanye, and their hand was forced when they reintroduced Kanye. Not even reintroduced, but when they got back together with Kanye. All right. So now, according to reports, let's get into it. Adidas has revealed that Yeezy's day was responsible for a massive 85% of quarterly 2023 operating profit. All right, man. Hold up. Big up to Kanye West, responsible for quarterly operating profit 85%. Listen, man, you guys got to take a deep breath, and I hope you guys could fathom this. I hope you guys could wrap your mind around this, right? For some people, this might go over your head. But if you're a numbers person, if you're a hustler, if you're a business person, this type of thing will get you excited. Kanye West is responsible for 85% of Adidas operating earnings. All right, the profit. Kanye West is responsible for a big portion, for you would say 85% of Adidas's financial. He's responsible for 85% of financial Adidas's revenue, so to speak. Now remember, I'm not an accountant. I never went to school for business administration, right? But 85% of earnings, that's more than majority. One thing I do know is math, 85%. So the impact of Kanye West and Adidas is evident at this point. There's no more room for speculation. Without a shadow of a doubt. There's not a shadow of a doubt that Kanye West is responsible for holding Adidas up. Adidas is not the same company, was not the same company before the introduction of Kanye, nor is it the same company after after cutting ties with Kanye. Adidas' hand was forced. So this is what Kanye was trying to show you guys. This is what Kanye was talking about. You guys remember when Kanye was saying, Adidas can't let me go? You don't see how obnoxious, how confident Kanye was when he said that? That's why he was saying that. So sometimes you just got to trust the process. And what Kanye West is trying to tell our community is, know your value. Know your value. And you got to stay 10 toes down. It's a process. Kanye West could have easily folded. Kanye West could have easily folded. Now, I know as of recent, there's a lot of people that do not support Kanye West no longer, right? But I got to come to Kanye West's defense, because the role that Kanye West played, the risk that Kanye West took, the things that Kanye West jeopardized, that can't be overlooked. A lot of people that never did what Kanye West, a lot of people scared to do what Kanye West did. All right, Kanye West sacrificed himself and his family's earnings. All right, big up to Kanye West. You know, I would like to see Kanye West and Adidas work together again in a mutual capacity, meaning not just to sell off the remaining of the stock, because we don't know what's going on now. Now that they've made those earnings, they made over $500 million off of the remaining stock of Kanye, and they donated some of the money to charity, I believe, to some charitable programs. But I wonder what happens now. Is Kanye going to continue to work with Adidas? Where does Adidas go now as a company? It's evident, right? You see the impact that Kanye West had on Adidas. Where does Adidas go now? What does Kanye West do now? This is the big question. Because I remember Kanye West is talking about opening his own factory. If we're going to open our own factories, that's where we need to head, right? We need to We need to be the manufacturers. We need to be the distributors. We need the power of distribution, and we need the power of manufacturing. And then and only then will we have control. Some type of control. All right? We need to be manufacturers. We need to be distributors. And Kanye West I'm not going to say it's a glass ceiling. I think he's cracking. And if there was a glass ceiling, then that means Kanye West cracked that glass ceiling. It's cracked. All right? But this is still yet to be seen, people. We've made progress, but we keep hitting that one ceiling. We're not the manufacturers. We're not the distributors. So I'm hoping this is where Kanye West is taking it. All right? Make sure you guys, when you come in the building, hit that like button. Make sure you guys are sharing this podcast. This is episode number 48. We're on our way to episode number 50. Mafia. Make sure you guys leave a comment in the comment section. We call that leaving a fingerprint. Leave your fingerprint. Hit the thumbs up also, all right? Wipe your feet on the rug. We call that thumbs up. That's when you hit the like button. You wipe your feet on the rug. All right? Don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher. That's just a hater. And you definitely don't want to be one of these. That's a peeping Tom. All right? Y'all know what they do to peeping Toms in jail. And if you don't know, don't find out. All right? Big up to Kanye West. You know what I mean? Making more money. And I wonder, did that just push Kanye West back to a billionaire? He just made another half a B. He made a $500 million off the remaining stock that he had with Adidas. Does that put Kanye West back as a billionaire? I don't know, but we need to get Ye back there. We need to get Ye back there. Fearless, dog. Fearless. And that's the closest thing to Tupac that we've ever seen. Kanye West is the closest thing to Tupac that we ever seen. If you guys don't know, you're going to realize that in the future. When Kanye West is gone, a lot of us is going to realize how impactful he was. Then and only then, you're going to see the naysayers. You're going to see the people that that deliberately act like they're not enthusiastic about the man. Trust me. How do you say every man shall bow? Everybody's going to recognize Kanye West's greatness. Because we don't see greatness like that. We don't see like that. We don't see that often. And trust me, it usually happens when people die. Unfortunately, we give them their flowers. When Kanye West is no longer here, trust me, he's going down in history. And remember, I told you that. L.O.T.S approved, stamped it. I'm L.O.T.S approved. I'm going to give you the predictions. I tell you, I'm never going to, anybody that you guys see me co-signing, anybody that's co-signed or L.O.T.S approved, it's well thought, all right? I'm the leader of the streets, the lord of the streets, learning off the streets. All right? Anything that I co-sign, trust me, I did my research. I don't co-sign bullshit. Anybody that I co-sign is official. Just know that. Shout out to the comment section. Shout out to John Nelson in the building. Big up, Zoe. Yeah, that part. Big up, big man. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to MacArthur in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. You know what I mean? Shout out to Beanie Killer in the building. Shout out to Young Don in the building. Young Don, stay safe out there in Mexico, brother. Stay safe out there in Mexico. Shout out to Juan in the building. Shout out to Bruce Aldwin. Paul Bizzle in the building. Check Boy Zoe. You guys, make sure you guys go check out Check Boy Zoe music. All right? We're going to bring Check Boy Zoe up here, too. We're going to bring some artists up here, all right? Yeah. We're going to bring some artists up here. We're going to bring a lot of local artists. So all the local artists that's been dying to come on the platform, I'm going to get you guys on the platform. All right? You guys are going to come up here. But we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm doing something that's called Everybody Ain't a Rapper. And I'm going to give you guys a chance to vote. We're going to get in that comment section. We're going to get together and we're going to vote. And I want you guys to tell me your honest opinion about their music. All right? So like I said, it's called Everybody's Not a Rapper. I want everybody to come in, and I want you guys to check out these people's music and just give your honest opinion. It's an unbiased platform. All right? But once again, we are here to support the artist. So even if you guys critique it and you guys don't give it a high on the number scale, a high grading, at the end of the day, it's still constructive criticism. And just know my ultimate goal is to support these artists. Like I said, shout out to Check Boy Zoe. All right, Lil Zoe, Haitian nigga, he's working hard out. I just seen him. He just did a song with Bobby Smurda. All right, GS9. And yeah, he's working. Check Boy Zoe's working, and he's super talented. And these are the people I want to bring up here, man. Shout out to Webbs. We're gonna bring Webbs up here too. Pursuit of Happiness, POH. Lil Bruh got a clothing line. It's called Pursuit of Happiness. All right. These are artists that I respect. A lot of these artists, remind you, the artists that we bringing up here, I respect them too. But I still need you guys' opinion, all right? Because it's all about the mafia. That part. Gas or trash? I was thinking about that, Tosh. Gas or trash? Yeah. We might go with that. Gas or trash? No doubt. No doubt. All right, you guys, listen. Once again, this is L.O.T.S approved. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 48. We're on a countdown to episode number 50. You heard me? You guys, make sure you guys are passing this around. Hello, share this podcast. I want to get everybody acclimated. Do me a favor, share it. Listen, every shepherd has his own flock. Everybody in here is a leader. You got people that follow you, that admire you. Share this with your peoples, man. Share this with the people that love you. Share this with the people that follow you. Share this to the people that trust you. Share with them. I want to get everybody acclimated, especially on episode 50, because we're going to celebrate on episode 50. You heard? Shout out to Auntie in the building. Hey, nephew. Hey, Auntie. That's my Auntie Pascal. Love you, Auntie. Love you. That part. That's the first family member that came up here. You know what I mean? That's one of my first family members, one of my favorite aunts. Shout out to Pascal and all that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Josh and all the kids. You heard me? Shout out to Wally, her husband. That part. Big up to my family. I love my family. All right? Yeah, like I was saying, you guys share this, man. Share this with your people. Share this with your loved ones. All right? I want to get everybody acclimated. And we growing. Like I said, countdown to episode number 50. We're going to be celebrating. You guys, excuse me if my lips are ashy. I don't know what's going on. I need some water. We live, baby. We live. This is not post-edited. This is live. So if my lips are ashy, if my audio is messed up, if the lighting's not right, it's all live. All right? So you guys have to appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Show me mercy. Once again, this is episode number 48. We're on a countdown to episode number 50. All right? I am the incomparable, the author imitated, but cannot be duplicated. The elected, the appointed, the one that they keep taking their style from, the one that the bigger platforms is watching. Follow the leader. This is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. And this is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 48. And they expect us to be here, y'all. Trust me, they do not expect us to be here. It's going to get better and better and better. With that being said, I want you guys to enjoy your weekend. I want everybody to enjoy their weekend. And let me see if I can get some outro music here. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can get some music here. Ezo gave me some outro music, and he also gave me some intro music. You know what I mean? Big up to Ezo. I appreciate you. And the show's growing, man. Custom music. Who would have thought? All right? Producers making me custom beats that were tailored for this show. You guys, I want you guys to enjoy the weekend. By the grace of Most High, we were able to meet up again this Friday. By the grace of Most High, I pray that we're able to meet up again next Friday. Because you know this is by God's grace, right? This is by God's grace, man. You guys enjoy yourself for the weekend. Protect your family. You know what I mean? Don't have too much fun. And keep Most High first, all right? L.O.T.S approved media. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 48. Countdown to episode number 50. And I'm out the building. That part. Put that in the comment section.